Breaking talent. Break London.
Hi, my name is Haley.
My name is Sean.
I'm Keisha.
And we're here from Break London with members of Team Japan. Please introduce yourself.
Yes. Hi, I'm Tatsuya Sugai. I'm the project management team for the Multi Support House of Japan. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you for coming.
My name is Takahiro Yotsuya. I work with Tatsuya Sugai. We are supporting Team Japan now at Team Japan Support Center.
Thanks for being with us today. So do you like London, what you have seen from it so far? Do you like the area?
Yes, so definitely.
Is there anything in particular you like about London?
Yeah. So actually, I used to live in London, so 2 years ago, and so I like the tourists in of Japan. Of London. So I'm actually love the football, and I'm a big Arsenal fan. So yes, that enjoys me very much.
So what do you think is the key aspects to Japan's sporting success?
Yes. So we have got the concept one-stop shop. So we've got many elements of supporting aspect in Multi Support Center, and we've got some ice baths and hot baths and hyperbaric chamber and massage beds, and so especially for it's very the athletes say very good say good about saying the meal. So we provide the Japanese meal in the Stratford Circus. That's a very good element, aspects of the support center.
Okay.
You said before you have heard many stories of the Olympic Village. Would you share what it's like there?
Yes. So the Japanese athletes says the meal in the athlete village is a little bit terrible for them, and they like Japanese food so much. So we so as I said, we provide the very good Japanese meal. So they almost all of the athletes will come to the Stratford Circus to take the Japanese food. And the Japanese food is managed by the nutritionist, sports nutritionist from Japan. So the meal is good for the supporting the athlete in terms of the recovery.
So as a team, have you tried to inspire the young generation back in Japan?
Yes. So we work closely with the Japanese Olympic Committee, and 2 years ago we've got the devastating earthquake. You know, it's the big tsunami, and we've got the Tohoku district hit by the big earthquake, and we invited the students in the district, and the student came to the Stratford Circus to see how the Stratford Circus has been transformed to the Multi Support Center.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
How did last year's tsunami affect your preparation?
Population. I'm not sure, but more than I think approximately more than 5,000 people died due to the tsunami, and the economic became very bad. But we are now recovering from the tsunami, and actually we've got so many medals so far, and at the medal ranking, in terms of the number of the medal, Japan is now number 3. So it's really very good result. so in Tohoku district especially, so they are in the sad mood at the moment, but they are now recovering from the tsunami.
Oh, okay. Are there any differences in London that you found surprising?
Yes, so we've been to the Stratford many times, but Stratford is so changed for the hosting Olympic Games. So the atmosphere of the Stratford was
Do you like it?
Yeah, I like it.
Have you been into Westfield yet?
Yes, I've been so many times because so you do know the sticky rice in Westfield. So this is the kind of the Oriental food. So we missed the Oriental food. So everyone wants to take some lunch and dinner in the Westfield.
Oh, so do you go and eat in Westfield or?
Yes.
Oh, so
Yeah.
every day you go to Westfield?
No, not every day, but
Oh.
yes, some people like to go to the Westfield.
So do you like the English food?
Japanese people tend to miss the Japanese food. So.
Oh, so
So a little bit junky, oily. So so Japanese people think the English food is relatively so not good for health because the Japanese food is one of the most healthy food in the world.
yeah.
We think so. We like Japanese food.
Oh, okay.
What did you think of the opening ceremony?
So we are actually working in the Stratford Circus. So we watched on TV.
Mhm.
Yes, but the atmosphere was so unbelievable. So, and we watched the many lots of fireworks,
Mhm.
and some staff watched the fireworks in this room,
Oh.
and they did the amazing
cool.
view.
Which one do you think was better, China or London?
London.
Oh, really?
Really?
Oh, this is great. Do you guys do any sports?
Yes, so I played baseball.
Really?
Yes, in high school period, and
I was lower.
lower.
Oh, rowing.
Yeah.
Rowing.
Did you enjoy rowing in London?
No,
Right.
but Eton Donny is very far. I'd like to go to Eton, but I have Stratford Circus work. I
Oh.
watch on boat race on the TV.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Did you enjoy it? Like it?
Yeah.
That's good. Have you guys been into the Olympic Park?
No, because we are so busy.
Oh, would you like to?
Yeah, of course.
It's true.
So he was the rowing player, and the Eton Donny is a bit so far from the Stratford.
Mhm.
I think it's 2 hours from here to Eton Donny. So
Mhm.
so he very much want to go to the Eton Donny, but we are so busy, so we can't.
I've heard that if Tokyo were to hold the Olympics, then there wouldn't be enough land space, so they would have to build the stadiums on top of buildings. I don't know if that sounds a bit far-fetched, but
so,
is that...
I'm not the actual member of the Tokyo bidding committee, but I've heard from one of the staff that we've got already almost all the facility in Tokyo. So we just plan to build the main stadium
Mhm.
and Summer Street Village. That's it.
Oh.
Maybe we can host the existing facility.
Okay.
People say that Japan has one of the strictest regimes for Olympic training. How do you think they managed to maintain it?
Okay, it's a very difficult question, but so we've got the London Borough. So I think 33 London Borough maybe, and we've got 23 districts in Tokyo,
Mhm.
and each district has got own gymnastics center or something like that, so they can use that kind of facility.
So you spend a lot of money on the sporting facilities.
Yeah, so we've got the tax revenue, so
Mhm.
for the maintaining that kind of facilities in Japan.
Does every child have to take up a sport? Or?
Not all the facilities. So some facilities is owned by the private sector,
Mhm.
and the other one is owned by the government or on the private sector.
Oh, okay.
What do you think sets apart your best athletes, such as the gymnast? I don't want to mispronounce his name. You know who I'm talking about.
Yes, Uchimura.
Yes.
Yeah. So we saw that his the game, and we saw all sharing them, and so Uchimura is one of the best hopeful athlete for the gold medal, and we've been supporting him very much. So we funded the gymnastic federation to so enhance his competitiveness, and so he actually got the gold medal. So we are so happy with that.
Do you think that anyone who had worked as hard as Uchimura could be as good as him?
It's a difficult question. So we've got some the network project called Talent Athlete Project. So we are making a network with in Japan to find the young athlete to become the medal hopeful. So there are many so young athletes to compete the Olympic in the future. So that's kind of business we are now doing that.
So how many Japanese people have come all together? Do you know?
In the delegation,
Yeah.
delegation
300
300 approximately.
Wow, that's amazing.
So including a coach and
coach and
manager or something, supporting staff. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Were any of the athletes late bloomers?
Right, Brumas.
Like they started later than most?
Yeah. So yes, we agree with you. So we've got some talent academy project in National Training Center in Tokyo. So we've got some young athletes who is he could be the most competitive athlete, and we have the project for growing these kind of young athletes to become the medal hopeful from the intermediate school or something like that to high school and the university to the international competition. This kind of as a path to become the medal hopeful.
Oh.
How do you think Tokyo hosting the games in 2020 will affect Japan?
That's a big question for Japanese ourselves. So the Japanese economy is now decreasing a little bit. So if we can host the Olympics, so we can inspire the young children as well as adult people. So if we succeed in hosting the Olympics, so we can inspire all of the Japanese people. So that was a massive thing for Japan.
Well, thank you for your time
Thank you.
and interviewing you. I'm Keisha,
I'm Sean.
I'm Haley.
and reporting back from Break London.
Sayonara.
Sayonara.
愛しいと泣かないで笑って見せて涙が見たくて好きでなんだないんだよだから
Breaking talent. Break London.